so welcome back to Lex Reads. So in today's video, I actually wanted to show you guys a little tour of my book cart. I got my book cart, a while ago, and I really do utilize it. I really do love it. I don't like to say TBR cart because again, I have a love and hate relationship when it comes to a TBR, but I do have my TBR list, my small TBR list that I did put on the book cart because I wanted to separate those books. And then I noticed too, I like to put books on there that are new, I just got. Then I want to show you guys my little prop jar that is on my book cart. So before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, so this is my TBR cart. Here's the bottom. I got this from Walmart. Wanted to get a clear one or a white one, but they didn't have a white one. But then I saw this acrylic one and I was sold. I'll link it down below. I should kind of, what do you call them? Organize it a little bit, but I have not. All these are books that I do want to read that are in my, library, or like I said, they're newer books I bought. I do like to keep it on here because sometimes I will forget if I put them on the shelf. I really have been shopping for books. It's been real intentional. At one point in my reading journey, I just was buying books. If it was a Black author, I was automatically buying them. You know what I mean? But I don't do that anymore because look, with this economy and the way books are priced, I need to save every penny. It has to be a book that I just really want to read. So the first books, now this actually is a TBR, okay? It is my summer TBR book. I only have 4. I'm only limiting myself to 4. I really am excited about this. Only for the Week by Natasha Bishop. I love this edition. This is an edition that I wanted to get. It came out last November and my sister got it for me for Christmas. So excited. Yeah, all these are like summer themed books. I did a video of my summer TBR. I'll put it down below. But yeah, that's the list for this one. These 3, let's see. Oh, this is Albert Nobbs. I've been looking for this. I told you guys about this book and about this movie in one of my wrap-ups, monthly wrap-ups. It's a novella by George Moore. I believe he was an Irish author. But you guys, they turned it into a movie years ago, and Glenn Close, she's playing the main character, Albert Nobbs. If you guys have not watched this movie, I would highly recommend you guys watch this movie because what he is, it's a whole different story. Okay, it was so good, and the way that it ended. So I remember after I watched it, of course, I always look up, about the movie and things of that nature. And they said that it was based on a novel. Then I have Maurice by E.M. Forster. This is a classic novel. He's a classic author. I wanted to get this because this is based off a young man. He's struggling with his sexuality. And the tea with this book, y'all, E.M. Foster, he struggled also with his sexuality. And I think this book, he didn't want it to come out. And so it came out after he died. They said he wrote this from 1913, 1914, and it was not published until 1971. And it follows the young man through like his adolescence, goes from him being in university, being an adult. Main like theme in this book is talking about his sexuality. I believe there is a movie to this too. So I probably want to read the book, then watch the movie. Lastly, I have The Motherless Land by Nikki May. I believe this author is Nigerian. It's a family saga, and I love those. So, and look at the cover. Ah, so pretty. I have Octavia E. Butler. Love this cover of Fledgling. I have Swan's Way. Maurice Poots. He was a French author. I have a thriller. Y'all remember I got into thrillers a little bit. All Her Little Secrets by Wanda M. Morrison. I think I'll probably read some thrillers like during like October, because I equate like mysteries with like Halloween and scariness. So yeah. Then I have these books. This is by an indie author. It's called Baby Girl by C. Howard. I got these off of Amazon. I actually got them for Christmas. About a girl named Sage. She is trying to navigate her life. She's a young girl, and like her community is not like a good one. It's like drugs and sex and everything that's bad. And she's just trying to weave through that. And yeah, y'all know I like stories like that. And it's 3 books. And then of course, James. I cannot wait to read James. I also got this after Christmas, I believe. I was like, you know what? This would be like one of my Christmas gifts to myself. And so excited. Cannot wait to read this. I could not stand Huckleberry Finn growing up. I had to read it in ninth grade. It was required reading. And yes, but I know clearly it's a different take. Obviously, this book got so many praises, and I have not heard anybody talk badly about this book. So I think I might save this for like the fall, maybe like September, October, November, December type, one of those. So for my little prompt jar, I have some titles. So I went through my library and I picked books that I really wanted to read, which I want to do it again. But first, I kind of want to knock out some of these books, put them all in this little jar. Some of these books are not like on the shelf. So, for example, Her Own Design by Piper Hughley. That is a historical fiction book about Anne Lowe. She was a real life woman. That's right there. Yeah, that's over there. But like I said, I mainly like to keep books that are newer, so I won't forget, but also some newer books. So I have Firstborn Girl by Bernice L. McFadden. Cannot wait to read this. Since this is a memoir, I'm thinking that I might read it in November. Since, like nonfiction November, and this is a memoir, that'd be perfect. I also got, last week, there was a re-edition of Camilla's Roses. I heard, love this novel. So yeah, I really want to reread this soon. We have A Spell of Good Things by Ayobami Obayo. She wrote Stay With Me, and I remember after I read that, I was like, everything that she writes, I'm getting. So excited for this. She is a fantastic author. Like I said, love Stay With Me. And also, Stay With Me in this book, it looks like it's totally two different stories. Next, really cannot wait for this. This is Isaac's Song by Daniel Black. I'm a huge Daniel Black fan. I've read like 3 or 4 of his books. Will continue to read his works. I really did enjoy um, Don't Cry For Me. And I'm so glad that we're going to get Isaac's perspective, because, whew, stuff that daddy had went through, it was a lot. And then the last 3 books on the shelves is Blue Sisters by Coco Millers. I wanted to get this because the author said she was inspired by Little Women, and I really do love Little Women. 4 sisters, I think one of them died. Yeah. And it was like a tragic death, and they're going to come back, I think, home and back for her funeral or something like that. But then, they go revisit some stuff and all that. So I like stories like that. And again, the way that the author was just talking about the book. And I also watched an interview with Jenna Bush Hager, because this was also one of her picks. And really did enjoy the conversation with her and the author. Next, we got Winch. Y'all, I am reading Take My Hand right now, and she looked like she gonna be an automatic buy. I do think I'm gonna get Happy Land just to have it, and then obviously I'm gonna read it too. But yeah. And then lastly, oh girl, I don't, y'all, The Nickel Boys by Colson Whitehead. I've never read anything by Colson Whitehead. I did see on Prime they have the movie with Ingenue Ellis Taylor, and yeah, I know I got to get my mind right for this. Oh, yeah, I know I got to get my mind right for this. Again, I've never read any of his books, and when I did ask some people what I should start with, they did say The Nickel Boys. I do have, is it Underground Railroad? I do have that. Yeah, I do have that. Like I said, haven't read it. But yeah, I know I'm gonna have to get my mind right for this one. And of course, after I, read this book, I do want to watch the film. Now, these 2 are part of my actual TBR. I only had like 4 books on my TBR. So I have Real by Kennedy Ryan. Cannot wait to read this. I actually just finished reading can't get enough. And I was gonna jump right into reading another Kennedy Ryan book. I do think I'm going to save this for a little bit later, not too, long, but because again, it's on my TBR list, so I have to finish it by this year. But I know I'm going to like this because it's set during the Harlem Renaissance. And then I really do like Kennedy Ryan's writing. And then, of course, y'all know I have to have a Diane McKinney Weststone on my TBR. It's like every year I've had a Diane McKinney Weststone book on my TBR. And you guys, she is coming out with a new book. And you already know I'm going to be getting her books. It's some other books of hers, I think, that I do need to read that I, don't have, and also do need to get. Like Our Jen. That was a recent one that she wrote. I need to get that. And I know it's available at the library, but with her, I want to get it. I'm probably just gonna actually get it. I have one, two, three. I have four, five of her books, and all the books I have read. Y'all, this automatic buy for the past like 3 years, she has been on my TBR. Next is The Great Man. You guys know I just got this last week. It was a new release, came out last week actually, and it's a retelling of The Great Gatsby, which y'all know, love The Great Gatsby. I cannot wait to get into this. Oh my goodness. Next is Blessings. I'm not even going to try to say this author's name. It's an African author. I believe he's Nigerian. And first of all, there is a blurb by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, and it simply says, beautiful. This cover, which I haven't read an African literature book in a long time. And y'all know that's like one of my favorite genres. If you're ever in a reading slump, you pick up an African literature book. Golden. This is about a young man. His father sees him kissing a young man, and he like, oh no, 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 no. So he sends him to an all boys school to basically reform him, which why come on, daddy, you're not even making sense. And yeah, that's all I know. And then lastly, I got this beast, which I also got for only $9. This was an Oprah Book Club pick back in 2021. I know this is a family saga, and this is another book where I haven't heard anyone say anything bad about. You know what I mean? And I love the cover. Cover's so pretty. So yeah, guys, that is it when it comes to my book cart. Like I said, I do have, a little bit of TBR, books on here, but mainly it's books that I just got there and newer that, I don't want to just put on the shelves because I will forget. But yeah, guys, that's all I have for you, and I'll be back with more Black books. Bye.